In this video, I'm going to show you how to clean your granite countertops. First, I'll show you how to clean them to remove the grease and grime. Then I'll talk about how to protect them, things to avoid, how often you should seal them, how to make them sparkle, and then lastly, I'll finish off with how to remove stains. And this will ensure that you are left with a shiny, stunning, sophisticated slab of granite that will glow gloriously in your graceful abode. To clean granite countertops, it's important to use a pH-neutral cleaner. In this case, I like to use Dawn dish soap, but any dish soap should do. In conjunction with the dish soap, make sure you use a microfiber cloth to wipe with. Any rag will work, but microfiber works best. His name's Baxter, and he is trouble. From that point, it's pretty simple. Get it wet, add some soap to your cloth, and start wiping. I like to use circular motions, just go around wiping the entire surface area and go back and forth from the sink to rinse as you need. Or if you need to get more soap, add you some more soap. I also should mention that it's very important to avoid using any type of acidic cleaners or harsh chemicals like bleach, ammonia, or any type of heavy-duty degreaser. You also want to avoid using steel wool and abrasive brushes and sponges. These kind of things will damage and scratch the surface, cause discoloration, and it can also cause the sealant to wear off. And because this is natural stone, it's very porous underneath that sealer. If the sealer comes off, the countertops will soak up any liquids kind of like a sponge, and it will stain the living daylights out of them. And the reason you want to avoid acidic cleaners like a vinegar is because acids will etch natural stone. So this includes not just granite, but also if you're cleaning marble or quartz as well. Also, you want to be careful with hot pans or hot dishes. Granite is pretty durable and it can withstand high temperatures, but sudden changes in temperature can cause cracks and other damage. So if you bake a casserole, you boil some soup or some water, just make sure you put a coaster or a placemat up underneath that pot or pan to protect that granite. It's also good to clean up spills as soon as they happen. The liquid will bead up on top as long as it's sealed properly, but if you leave it on there for too long, then you run the risk of it getting through that sealer and leaving a stain. And you might be asking yourself, well, how often do they need to be sealed? Well, if you followed my advice in this video and you only use dish soap and a microfiber cloth to clean with, then you should only have to have them professionally sealed every 3 to 4 years, and you'll be good to go. I also want to mention, for those of you that like your natural stone countertops to sparkle and shine, the dish soap doesn't always do that job. You can use a granite-specific cleaner / polish to clean and shine your natural stone. What do you use? You can use something like this. It's called Shine Ease. It's a natural stone granite polish. And it's simple. How do you use it? You just spray it on there and wipe it off. I'll leave this product listed and linked down below for you if you do want to go that route and check it out. So you've gone through, you've cleaned all of your granite countertops, but what about stains? How do we remove stains from our granite countertops? To remove stains from granite countertops, or any type of natural stone countertop for that matter, you have to identify what type of stain you're working with. And there are 5 different stains that you're going to encounter. Number 1 is an oil-based stain. These things are caused by cooking oil, grease, lipstick, right? And any type of oily substance. They'll end up appearing as dark or yellowish, greenish blotches right there on the surface. The second type of stain you can encounter is a water-based stain, and this can be caused by waters, juices, wine, and other liquids. And they will appear as just a lighter discoloration on the surface. The third type of stain you'll encounter is an organic stain, so like food, coffee, tea, and they will appear as dark blotches on the surface. Number 4 would be inorganic metal type rust stains. Obviously, these are caused by metal objects, pots, pans, utensils. If you have natural stone in your bathroom and you have like a can of shaving cream and it's wet and you set it on that natural stone for a long period of time, it'll leave a little ring rust mark. These kind are dangerous because they can have an etching effect. And finally, the 5th would be biological stains. So mold, mildew, other biological substances. these will appear as just like fuzzy blotches on the surface. The type we're going to be dealing with in this video is the oil-based, water-based, and the organic-based stains. If you have the etching kind, or if you got mold and mildew, you're going to need some professional attention. To take care of this, you're going to need to use a poultice. You can buy these from the store, or you can make your own. I'm going to give you a specific DIY version you can make yourself. It's way cheaper. Or if that doesn't work, I will provide you with one that you can buy at the end of the video that will work for you, that's specifically designed for this job. To make your own poultice, you want to create a paste of baking soda and water. Use 2 parts baking soda to 1 part water. You want the consistency to be like a toothpaste, and you want it to be spreadable like creamy peanut butter. Once the paste is made, spread it over the stained area and cover it with a piece of plastic and tape down the edges. Make sure to poke a few holes on top to allow air to circulate, and this will allow it to dry. From that point, you want to allow it to sit there for 24 to 48 hours. The effect that you're trying to generate here is for the baking soda to suck that stain right up out of that granite. After the 24 hours is over, just grab a plastic scraper and gently scrape the poultice off, and you should be left with a stain-free countertop. Now, I know I didn't make the poultice on a natural stone countertop. I made it on my own countertop here at the house. I didn't do it on the one that I was cleaning. But the reason why is because that one didn't have no stains and it's not mine. So I didn't want to leave something on there for 24 to 48 hours just because I'm doing a video. But my purpose of this video was just to show you how to make it, how to apply it, tape it down, poke holes, etc. That was really my purpose of this, was just to show you how to do the poultice so that you can then take and implement it on your own countertops. Now, if the DIY poultice didn't work for you, then you can buy one that's specifically designed to remove stains. It's called Stone Care International. What's nice about it is that it comes pre-mixed, so you just squirt a little bit on your stained area, tape it down, poke your holes, repeat the same process, and you're good to go. I'll leave the product listed and linked down below for you. Also, it's very important that you learn how to clean, wash, and maintain the microfiber cloths that you're going to be using to clean the granite countertops with. If you want to know how to do that, click this video right here, and I'll see you here in a minute.